Hello, welcome to Men's Right Cooking. This is my playlist on my main channel that is going to focus on men's right issues and cooking. Why did I choose the name Men Right Cooking? Well, to tell you the truth, it's the best name I could come up with that combined a paradigm shift, or as they call it, a red pill, that I went through in the kitchen of all places. If you can think of a better name than Men Right Cooking, please let me know in the comments below. For me, the core issue with the men's right movement is that the deal between men and women no longer work for men. Thus, in the immediate need, men are encouraged to protect yourself in any way you can in this society, which for many men includes limiting your personal interaction with women.
Respect women.
And avoiding permanent relationships with women. In my opinion, to achieve this, there are two internal struggles any man needs to work on. An internal crusade against our very own human nature. Our nature, our human nature, our male nature, which is being used against us, used to destroy us. The two things are managing your sex drive and managing your desire to procreate. Once you manage these two normal male and human drives in whatever way you can achieve, the entire world starts to look different, i.e. another paradigm shift, or what we call a red pill. So, if you suddenly found yourself having to take care of yourself and do everything alone with the housework, and perhaps you had children in the mix, tell me an opportunity or a place where you could truly excel, somewhere where this kind of twisted society we have has no expectation that you could do a very good job, and thus you could have a significant positive impact in your life and perhaps the lives of your children. Cooking. Yes, cooking. And cleaning, actually. I guess all the domestic duties that you normally would get in a house. Your kids expect so little from you in the domestic department that if you just learn a little and put a bit of effort into it, you will suddenly be looked upon as super dad. Or if you don't have children, you'll be looked upon by your male friends as the host with the most. To simply state the truth, women don't need men any longer, at least like they used to. This you know. You've seen this, and every man has been exposed to this numerous times.
Betty or an Archie Betty?
I'm a Betty doesn't need no man.
I'm so over boys. You don't need no man.
Well, nowadays you can choose to have children through just meeting a girl nowadays outside of marriage, maybe not that wise, or through surrogacy, and you can just have a child your own. That was not available 100 years ago. Men used to value having sex in a marital life, but in the current system, your wife will provide you exactly as much sex as she wants and not a dime more. I'll try to link to a video right here that I just did as a response at an Atlantic article, which showed that people are having less and less sex in the West currently. Also, you can get sex from many women without being married to them. So, as the Atlantic said, two people are having sex less than once a week. I think it's around 50 times a year. If you want sex more than that, get two girlfriends. You don't need to be married to either one of them. Thus, what in the world in the 21st century is there of value getting married to feminist women in 2018? Well, perhaps this concept of splitting household labor, perhaps in traditional roles. That was allegedly part of the deal. Women would keep the house or the domestic work or be a housewife, and men would be the primary breadwinner. Even when I was young, this was still considered relatively normal. Yet third and fourth wave feminists, third wave feminism that showed up in the 90s, fourth wave feminists that showed up in the 21st century, have been adamant. Men need to do more of the housework, more of the cleaning, more of the cooking. Everything needs to be even, right down the middle. Okay, then men who already dominate in earning money, making, money for the family, have to figure out how to cook and clean. Often men who are married may not focus on these domestic duties. However, However, I assume I'm not the only man out there who suddenly finds himself in the need to figure out how to do this. And guess what I found? And I'll tell you a little bit of an issue in my own life. When I realized that I have to do this, something that I had never done before, and something that I had found out that I hear so many complaints about, oh my goodness, it's so hard, it's so things. I was overwhelmed. I'm like, well, how am I gonna do all this? How do I take care of the house? How am I gonna cook and clean? And how am I gonna do this? And that really overwhelmed me for a period of time. Thankfully, there's some people out there who helped me kind of get through the initial part over the hill. You may not have that help, but what I am here to tell you on this video is what I have found is a little ebonics. I think I'm allowed a little ebonics every now and then. It ain't that hard.
Hey, Mom, where the hell's dinner? I'm starving.
Oh, man. Can you imagine the disaster she's gonna walk out here with? She has no idea how hard it is to cook.
Yeah, I bet she comes out with just like a poop on a plate, right?
Poop on a plate would be good because at least there'd be traces of my food still in there.
Oh, snap, snap, snap.
Hey guys, give her a chance, all right?
Here it is, gang. Seared ají tostadas, grilled asparagus, couscous, and for dessert, molten chocolate lava cake.
Wait a minute. Meg, when did you find the time to do all this?
Oh, I had all day to do this.
Oh my God, this is delicious.
What do you mean all day? What about all the housework?
I did it in like an hour. I don't understand why you're such a freaking martyr all the time. It's a house. It's a finite area. I'm not cleaning a town.
Hey, family, I'm home. Ooh, that smells fantastic.
It's not that hard to cook. It's not that hard to clean. It's not that hard to take care of kids. Give them baths, help them with the homework. I do their homework with them most nights of the week. Yes, it's an investment of time, but you know, if you're working 60 hours a week already, now you work 40 hours at your job and 20 hours at home. Yeah, you make a little bit less, but guess what? It's only you and the kids now, so you can make a little bit less. Let me tell you something straight up. It's a lot easier to cook a meal than build, than keep house and, keep the house clean than build this wooden table I've been trying to do forever. That thing I'm still struggling with out in my shop. That's what I realized, and that's why I made Men's Right Cooking. It's a lot easier to cook, to clean, and to keep up, and I'm here to show you how I learned to do it. Women want men to do housework? Okay, got it. What I figured out is not that hard. Also, if now I make my own money, I can raise my own kids, I can take care and cook my clean, I can take care of kids and do all this, I started realizing, please tell me, oh wise internet, in the comments below, what in the world do you need a wife for? The deal that the fourth wave feminists are trying to push upon a modern male is basically a roommate with benefits situation. We both work, we both do housework, we normally do not have any kids, or they want very few kids. We are great companions. Dude, that's a roommate situation. Then I thought, okay, so now we have a roommate situation going on, but what happened if I had half the house since I don't need this large of a house? What happened if I had half the housework because I have half the house? Also, I'm only cooking for myself, not another adult. Then guess what? I have to do a lot less cleaning and a lot less cooking. It was being thrown suddenly into the kitchen that in having to take care of myself and take care of the kids that I had another Men's Right red pill. I realized after a great feast that working in the kitchen and working with the kids in the kitchen, you really can build a tight connection with your children this way. Being able to take care of yourself, and we always did. I mean, most of us had our own apartments or roommate situation, but we may not have had a situation where we had a bunch of kids in a larger home. But once you figure out how to take care of yourself, which is, again, not that difficult, guess what? It makes you a lot more independent than ever, and it lets you thrive. And thus, I call this new playlist Men Right Cooking. Please let me know what you think of the title in the comments below, and smash that like button. It really helps. And share the video. Remember, you can find me on my own blog off social media called charlescarrollsociety.com. As iron sharpens iron, one man sharpens the mind of his brother.